live a happy, productive life, but sometimes we just need a little help. Our Coach on Call experts provide strategies to help you live your best life now. Joining me today is Linda Mitchell, a transformational life coach and reinvention expert who helps her clients move through life's challenges and transitions with purpose, passion, and clarity to emerge more powerful, fulfilled, and purposeful. Linda is here today to discuss the top 3 mistakes that make change hard, overwhelming, and scary. Welcome, Linda. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Joan. It's always a pleasure to be here.
So, Linda, as a transition coach, you've helped a lot of people navigate their way through change, and you've been doing this for some time now. So what do you believe are the top 3 mistakes we make that makes change scary, overwhelming, and hard?
Well, it's interesting. After a number of years as a coach, I began to see patterns, and I took that a step further, and I did an informal survey. So I'd love to share with you what I found to be the top 3 mistakes that make change scary, overwhelming, and hard. So here's the one I see most often. It's what I call laying in limbo, believing that staying stuck is easier than the challenge of change, believing that hanging out in your comfort zone is safer and easier than dealing with or making necessary changes. We need to recognize we're creatures of habit, so we naturally resist change. Our brains are wired to keep us in our comfort zones, which means we can get comfortable in our discomfort. Then, most of the stress we experience comes from resisting and staying stuck versus executing that plan for change. So I can give people strategies and tips all day long, but often nothing will change until the pain of staying stuck is less than the perceived pain of change. So avoid one of these big mistakes, laying in limbo.
In addition to how the brain is wired, how do the beliefs we hold play into the way we manage change?
Well, you see, belief is the basis of how we manage everything. Our beliefs are the lens through which we view the world. So that leads us right into mistake number 2, which is believing that change has to be hard. It's really worthwhile to take a few moments to identify the beliefs you grew up with. Did your family believe that change was a normal and easy part of life? I know I didn't. Or did you learn that change is hard and scary, that it creates chaos and fear also? Consider this. Did you learn that change means loss? And do you still believe you must always give something up when facing change? That creates fear. Sometimes that's true, but not always. And sometimes the things that we leave behind are actually no longer in alignment with who we are now. They no longer serve us, or they keep us from growing as an individual. It's really valuable to explore the concepts of allowing ease and flow into your life, even during periods of change. So many of us grew up hearing and believing success has to be hard or change has to be hard. But really, it doesn't. If you continue to believe change has to be hard, it will be. The key is choosing more empowering beliefs. Explore what it would feel like to receive and manifest bigger and better things without focusing on what you might be leaving behind. Change doesn't have to be hard. It's a choice. And then the third big mistake I see over and over again is this: expecting complete clarity. It's believing that, if the future is foggy, we can't move forward. If we're unclear of all our next steps, we can't even begin to make a change. Now, wouldn't it be great if we all had a crystal ball? A big mistake is insisting on complete clarity before you start something new.
Linda, since it's not possible to know what's coming next, what tips do you offer to help us navigate change more successfully?
So it's important to understand that you will get clarity on your next steps as you take action. It's unrealistic to think we can sit down and plot out our entire course before we begin. Clarity comes with action, not simply with intellectual planning inside our heads. And here's an important piece. You need to get clear on what you want to create moving forward, but not how it will happen. When you get clear on what you want, the how naturally unfolds as you take action. We find what works best as we move forward. It's part of the process. Remain flexible, follow your intuition, your gut feelings, your higher wisdom, and adjust your sails as you move forward. Clarity comes with action, not with intellectual planning. So if you're aware of these 3 main mistakes, you'll benefit by 1, catching yourself if you find yourself heading down one of these paths, And two, being able to avoid these pitfalls so you can handle change with more ease and clarity and less stress and strife.
Linda, thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to learn more about this topic, you can visit Linda's website, livinginspiredcoaching.com. And as always, to hear more from Linda, you can visit our website, cyacyl.com/Linda. We'll be right back.